Welcome back to Zerg Cheese Sugar Master. We are currently only a couple wins away from Master League. In the last episode, I did a ton of lurker drop cheeses. Today's cheeses are going to be a surprise. Unless you've read the title, probably. Let's begin! First game of the day is going to be against a Zerg player. All right, now Zerg, I always find the hardest to cheese. Or maybe not necessarily to cheese, because there's like the 12 pulls and, you know, my spine rushes, which are probably not as good. But it's hard to do a particularly creative cheese. Now, what would be a cool build to do here? Maybe I should go back to doing that really weird strategy that I tried with like that normal hatch first. I think that was in episode number 1 or 2. I'm not quite sure which one it was anymore. But I just go for the double extractor trick. I get an extra fast hatch first. And then I still go for a link flood at some point. Now, what was weird in that episode, if you guys didn't watch it, is that every single Zerg opponent I had also cheesed me. So I would keep scouting their base and be like, wait, my hatchery is not even faster than theirs. But then it turned out that they were cheesing me even more hardcore every single time. So let's see if this time we can finally run into a somewhat normal build in ZVZ. Well, at some point I'll probably have to accept that that is just what a normal ZVZ looks like, doing mass link floods against each other. I do really like the idea of doing a lot of bailing all-ins. Like, bailing all-ins are fantastic. I think I want to experiment with those a little bit more. Maybe we could make this the bailing all-in episode. I also want to do it against Terran. Against Protoss, I feel like bailing all-ins are pretty funny, because sometimes they look incredibly good, and sometimes they look like the worst thing ever invented, because they pull a Stalker in the wall and there's a shield battery behind it, and you're left wondering, like, why did anyone ever do this? Why did this ever appear in pro play even? Doesn't appear very often, by the way. It's been a while. Thinking about like maybe like 5 years ago since people were doing that actively. But I do really like the idea of bailing all in, so maybe I could give them a shot against Protoss as well. I think against Terran, I would say that they're maybe slightly underrated. Like, it's not a good build because almost every Terran opens with Hellions, right? And Hellions are just good against Link Bane. I mean, no rocket science there, obviously. But you can always sneak around a bunch of Links and then Baneling bust them, and I think that's a pretty strong opener. Let's see. Are we playing against the hatch first this time? A normal one. Oh, wait. Is that a normal hatch first? Look at... I wonder what he must be thinking then. If his hatch first was normal, then isn't my hatch like super fun? No, it isn't. Oh my god, I really need to get coaching, guys. My ZVZ play, it's just... Wait, why would you play pool first? The cheese name. It's done its work, guys. He thought I was cheesing him, so he went pool first, expecting a 12 pool, but we're doing a messed up hatch first, so we're maybe gonna find ourselves slightly ahead. At least that is the dream. I'm gonna make a few more links at least. This is gonna be fine. The queen is gonna pop out at a really good timing, by the way. Look at this. There we go. That is super nice. Those are now pretty much wasted. I want to make a third base, but I also want to start preparing for the link flood. Remember the way I was doing it before, right? So what I was doing is I would just wait for both injects to finish. Every single link is gonna die. That's huge, by the way. I would wait for both injects to finish and then just spam links from them like crazy. I have 0 gas as well, by the way. Like, there's no gas here. I'm gonna make a third just because that looks pretty normal. I like how I haven't even paid attention to my overlords. It's my first game of the day, guys. If anyone wonders how does uThermal warm up for these videos, I don't. The first video, or the first game of the video, is usually my actual warm-up, so that's why it looks a little scuffed. Okay, so he's planning to wall that off. I think it might be a good idea for me to start making drones already. I'm gonna run by in his main base now. This is mostly a distraction, though. This is almost... Oh, he's going for a lair. Ooh, I need to be very, very good here. Check this out. Okay, so Zergling speed finishes. And now I need to prevent him from walling this off. If he doesn't get a wall off, then we're golden. Let's see. Okay, he's bringing a drone over. I can't block it anymore. He has too much. So now I just need to pray that we can break it. I'm already going to put these guys back in gas. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to target both of them. Yeah, the thing is, I'm not properly link flooding. Normally, this could be okay. But I don't actually have enough Zerglings to really do anything here. So I'm just going to go into the main and try to kill as many drones as possible. I mean, this is going to be pretty annoying. I can't kill him, but I would say that this is already pretty good damage. And I'm going to go back to the natural. Let's see, a lot of these drones are low HP too. Look at those drones. Here we go. Already killed quite a couple. This is going to be number 5. There we go. Gonna run around and then go back into the main base as well. This is actually really annoying. If you go for Roach Warren and no link speed, there is pretty little you can do against this, to be honest. Let's see. I'm not gonna get that one really easily, so I'm gonna skip that for now. I'm gonna get my +1 melee attack upgrade for the Zerglings. I like how he has a lair, but now I feel like this strategy has kind of owned him completely because he's struggling so much with, you know, spending his money here. Like, he doesn't want to make mass roaches yet because he wants to make more drones. drones. Now, is he trying to attack me? No, okay, there's the roach. I was wondering. Okay, let's get these over there. How many drones do I have? 44. I have learned before that you need to make so many Zerglings against these roach attacks. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill another drone. I killed so many freaking drones. It's pretty crazy, I have to say. So now he's walling off with an Evo. I still have 2 Lings in his main base, which is probably really annoying him. I'm thinking about making a lair here. Let's see, should I go for the lair? I'm also kind of wondering, like, I don't want to be too paranoid, but I'm starting to wonder if he maybe, you know, made a gold base at some point. Okay, I'm gonna go up to like 50 drones. I'm gonna make a lair just in case he decides to go for mutas. I have this overlord here, which is very unusual in a ZVZ, by the way. You're not really supposed to do that. I'm gonna make another hatchery just because I'm only gonna make Zerglings. I don't really want to do anything else. Okay, so he's making another gas. That is pretty interesting to see. I feel like it would be smart for me to just drone up, but it's also... Wait, where's that queen that I sent? Oh, it's walking to the enemy. Okay, I was wondering, what the hell is the queen doing? Yeah, I think he could be going for mutas. He could also be going for a massive roach hull, and that's the thing. I'm gonna start another queen over here. There's no gas there, which leads me to believe that it's just mostly gonna be roaches. Now, I am just gonna scout the map a little bit just to make sure. And then I'm gonna do my favorite thing ever. After the link cheese, I'm gonna go for mass mutalisks. If you guys have seen my Zerg before, you would know that I freaking love you know, links and mutas. And obviously, I don't want to play a normal game here. The normal way to play ZVZ is just to make a million roaches and ravagers and then make lurkers. I'm not planning to play normal at all, like a single game in this series. I mean, sometimes I might, you know, make a somewhat normal composition, but that's about it. But I want to play Ling Muta and definitely not play anything too normal here. Now, is he killing his Evo yet? He's not killing it yet. He is making a ton of roaches, though. I feel like I would benefit from making some spines here. Oh, I could go for a massive counterattack, too. Could you imagine that? Oh, guys, now I'm getting excited. A massive counterattack against someone, yeah, pretty much 2-base soliding me with mass roaches, right? He's still not killing anything. It could be a Nidus, actually. I'm going to start patrolling some Zerglings out on the map. There we go. Let's see. I'm not sure where else I should be patrolling them because Zerglings are pretty fast, obviously. Do I have enough saturation? Almost. Is he killing his stuff yet? Not yet. Okay, so it does look like a Nidus, right? Oh, it could be in the main. Oh, no. I forgot about the main base. That is not good, guys. Yeah, exactly. Oh, no. Don't tell me it's in the... Yeah, it is in the main. Okay, the Spire might actually not finish. Oh, we're in trouble here, guys. Let me get these back out there. Yeah, I know from experience that these Lings are going to have a really tough time against the roaches. Now, I do get a pretty good early surround. That is nice, at least on a couple of those units. Let's pull those back. I mean, if the Spire finishes, that's going to be fantastic. Okay, so I'm not quite sure anymore who the cheeser is here. I mean, he doesn't have the upgrades on the roaches. He only has one. Okay, he's going to go for the Spire. This is not that great because the Spire is going to finish anyway. Here we go, guys. That's going to be so many mutas on the way, but I barely needed them, to be honest. Like, these roaches are going to win out, but it was very, very, very close. Let me try to inject those hatcheries again. I mean, the mutas are already coming. I don't think it even matters at this point whether he kills the Spire. I guess I can make it again, because why the hell not? Let's see, I'll get one of these. I do think it's funny. This is maybe a little more tragic of a story. I have made a mistake before. Oh, the roaches are coming now, but I already have the mutas. Oh, that is tough for that guy. Maybe I should have kept that spine over there. But once upon a time, I was playing in DreamHack Valencia as a Terran, and I lost the tournament to a player that was significantly lower in number order than me to pretty much exactly that moment. I thought I had all the entrances covered against the Nidus, and then there was like this little nook in my base where the Nidus could go up unspotted, and then I lost to it. And I lost the entire tournament. I was eliminated after that, even though it was way too early for me to be eliminated already. Now, at this point, I don't think this guy can do anything anymore. He killed my Evo. That's pretty rude, I have to admit. But I mean, I have mutas. I know he has a Nidus, but if I could still lose this game, I would actually be pretty surprised, I have to say. The queens are out in front. I don't think he realizes how many mutas I have. Like, I know he has a lot of queens, but that's a lot of mutas. And there we go. We have beaten Nomad in the ZVZ. And to be honest, the follow-up wasn't that great, but I mostly won with that early link cheese. And I do feel like it's a pretty good cheese to do, like kind of like the fake hatch first. I mean, it's a hatch first, but it's also kind of fake with the extractor trick. Getting one inject, really fast link flow with fast link speed. This might not be the best map for it, but it's effective. Let's go to game number 2. All right, game number 2 is against the Terran. All right, is it time to go for that sneaky bailing bust that I was talking about? Now, how would I execute this? You guys know I really love my proxy hatches, but this is probably not the right time to go for a proxy hatch. I need to make this cheese a lot better than going for that proxy hatch. I do like the idea of just trying to make that weird hatch first that I keep doing a standard build. It's just, I always feel like if you want to do something weird, if you want to mind game your opponent, it's always good to just make them feel a little awkward, you know? Like, if, for example, the last guy I played against, I mean, my timings are just awful. His hatchery timing was slightly weird, and it instantly made me think, like, wait, is this what's going on? And then it was something else, and it still plays a little bit of a number on you, you know? Like, it's a little bit harder to play. So I feel like if he would scout me and see my hatchery is way further, like, you know, finish way earlier than expected, even if he doesn't like consciously know that the hatchery is supposed to finish like, I don't know, 13 seconds later or whatever. That's not something I expect. But he might stop to think for a second like, wait, that hatchery is at a weird timing, or am I just so bad that I don't know the timings, or what's going on? And then they self-destruct. Well, that's a little bit over-exaggerated, but I think you guys get the point. I do like the hatch gas full. It's all so freaking fast. Now, the point here is, I think I do want to make a third hatchery. It also a little bit depends on the scouting capabilities of my opponent here, right? Like, I do want to make a third hatchery, but it depends on how he scouts. Like, I want to basically make like a fake third type of thing. Have him send all of his units to the front, pull 20 links here, bailing boss the wall, whether it's here or here, and then walk in with 1,000,000 links. That's the plan. But yeah, it really all depends on what my opponent's doing. I do wonder if my strategy here is better. I think it's really good against proxy racks as well, probably, right? I mean, at some point we're going to get proxy racks then, and I guess we'll see. But I can only imagine that it is slightly better against proxy racks. Now, I am going to delay that speed slightly. Okay, I'm going to start my queens. Do I need... I'm not even sure if I need to make Zerglings against the Reaper when my queens are this fast. I think I might not have to, which is pretty crazy. All right, let's see. There... Okay, I don't know where that was coming from, but that is a very interesting SCV. Okay, I mean, I don't know what that was doing there, guys. That's a little bit... Okay, where did I... Okay, is this a two-rare? Oh, it's Reapers, okay. I think I don't have money for a Spore. Can I block it? Probably not, no. I mean, I only need to survive for a little bit. Oh, it's 2 Reapers already. Ooh, then I need to get the hell out of there, actually. Now, my speed is going to be quite fast. That's really good for me. Okay, so it's a 2 or 3 racks Reaper proxy. I mean, it's a really good cheese. It's actually one of my personal favorite cheeses. How do I want to deal with it right now? I don't actually know yet. I mean, my queens are really fast. That's a good thing. I think I'll just start making a bunch of links. I'm going to send all these drones up here. I mean, I'm still going to go with the bailing all in follow-up. Like, there's no question about it. But first, I need to actually stop the attack. That's priority number 1. He's not using his grenades yet. I think he really wants to start using his grenades a little more. I mean, I don't necessarily want to make this a coaching session, but... If there's anyone who knows how to play with Reapers, it is probably me, so I guess I might as well give some advice while I'm at it. So he has 5 Reapers. I have... What is that? 4 queens already, I believe, right? Here we go. This one can maybe escape, so I can kill one of them. Oh, barely no. That's unlucky. Okay, I'm going to send these to counterattack. I mean, this is a pretty crazy strategy, but I do like the idea. Oh, we barely couldn't get that. That's unfortunate. Maybe that queen. Yeah, I mean, my links are going... These links might kill him, guys, to be honest. Like, that's a lot of freaking Zerglings, okay? Like, I know he has a lot of Reapers here, but I'm not convinced that this is a good situation for him. Oh, he's gonna wall that just in time, I think. Oh my goodness, that is clutch. You credit where credit's due, guys. That is actually super clutch. I'm not sure if it's gonna stay alive, though. He might send a Reaper back, and you can see he's already getting a little bit distracted here. Might lose a couple Reapers for this. Oh, we actually killed 3. I was gonna say maybe we could kill 2, but instead we're gonna get 3. He's trying his best to wall it off. He's gonna lose those now. That I can pull back, and maybe now it's time to go for that bailing nest. I mean, he needs to... I mean, the repair is good. Okay, so far he's gonna survive, but he's gonna have to send his Reapers back. That's gonna be a great distraction. He needs to repair this one. He's not repairing it enough, I think. Let's see. Is it gonna fall? Yeah, it does fall. There we go. Now, the Reapers did find their way back home just in time, but this was horribly annoying for him. I can assure you guys. Okay, so now how many bailings do I need to bust? It is a lot of Reapers, but he doesn't have... Oh my god, I have so many freaking Zerglings, actually. But he doesn't have Marines to kill the Overlord, right? So the Overlord can just keep chilling there forever. Guess I'll just... No, I actually want to save the transfuse. Okay, so I'm going to go out here, start morphing some bailings when the nest finishes. Yeah, I'll make the bailings before extra links. I want to just flood links like crazy, but I wanted to make sure that I had enough money to make the bailings with. Now, this is a lot of Reapers, so I am gonna probably lose my base here, I want to guess. Let's transfer these over. No, I think so far it's looking pretty okay, I have to say. I have a bunch of transfuses. He does have a lot of grenades, probably, so I need to be careful with that. Let's see. Can I get that one low HP Reaper? Barely not gonna get it, but here are the Banelings, guys, and now his base is absolutely doomed. He has to kill me 100% right now. He was trying to re-wall it off, but I didn't give him the chance. He has to move with his Reapers now and either kill me or go back and defend and then kill me later. It is going to be a tough one for him, though. Let's see, how many units does he have? Let's see if I can kill one with those. Good grenade by him. Once again, well done. Now I'm bringing these Lings back. I feel like there's so many of these low HP Reapers that I want to kill. Okay, we got another one. Here we go. Now this is going to be the most important flank of the game here, guys. Here we go. The Lings are coming from behind. This is all that matters here. Am I going to get the surround? I think I got a really good wrap around here. There we go. Reapers on the high ground are getting kind of surrounded, and we have done it. But this was a really tough one. I think after this one, we can conclude, guys, all the Zergs out there, you should probably not be counter-bailing busting a 3-Rex Reaper proxy when you can just defend anyway. This was not strategic brilliance, but I mean, I stuck to the cheese. I really wanted to do this one, but for your own safety, guys, do not do this build. But it worked out. I killed all of his SCVs. It was very close. If I microed a little bit worse, I definitely could have lost this one. Do have to shout out this guy. Sometimes he was a little too passive, but the grenades were really good. The micro was good. For now, let's go to game number 3. Game number 3 is against another Zerg player. All right, so I feel like at this point we have figured out that the fake hatch first build, it does kind of work. I think now we can go on to trying other builds. I really want to try a bailing in against Zerg as well, but I think against Zerg it just works a little different. Against Zerg, you don't usually fully commit to a big bailing all-in. It's more like you make a third base, and at some point where your opponent doesn't expect it, you more of 6 bailings outside of their base. But you do kind of have to keep up with the drones and stuff, I believe. Now, I am going to try to do the same opening again, just because I really enjoy this weird extractor trick stuff. So I'm going to do the same hatch first gas pool stuff, but not with the intention of doing that super fast link flood like I have been doing in my CVZs. Oh, okay. First of all, guys, this time, I feel like in the last game I also didn't really do it, but I really want to pay a little more attention to my overlords. I feel like such an amateur Zerg player when I just have like 5 overlords chilling here, you know, like it really shouldn't be the case. So I'm going to try paying a little more attention to them. I'm also not going to rush to make the gas this time. Actually, I'll try to make the pool first for once. Why not? Experiment with the build a little bit. Here we go. I'm going to make the pool first and then the gas after. Probably not a massive difference, but who knows. You can do something funny, by the way. If you want to play gasless, you could do like another extractor trick. You can do a hatchery and a pool, and then do double extractor trick again to go up to 16 workers. I'm not sure if it's worth it like monetarily, but it's a pretty cool build. You can technically make 18 workers without an overlord, which is very nice. Get that saturated. Then the second overlord also goes across in ZVZ. I do feel like I've seen this name before, but it must have been a while ago in other challenges, because I don't think it was recent. It would be really funny if it was literally like yesterday's video or something like that, you know, but I don't think it was. Well, technically it could have been. All right, let's see what we can find here. I do think, and I don't want to spread, you know, fake teachings or whatever, but I think, or at least I have a feeling, that this build could be good for players who off-race Zerg. And the reason I say that is because I think it's just more safe. Like, you get your queens a little faster. Like, it's not a huge difference, but you get them a little faster. It's probably a little easier to defend cheeses, and I think that's what new Zerg players mostly struggle with, you know? It's like trying to like that's what Zerg in general struggles with, trying to defend all the BS that all the other races throw at you, you know? And I think builds like this could potentially make that a little bit easier. Yeah, I'm gonna go for my third base now. I do need to stay in front there. I was already splitting them up a little too early, but I need to see if he moves out with Zerglings or not, right? I'm gonna take this hatchery. This hatchery, I guess you could call it like a semi-fake. I mean, I don't think it really is a fake, but okay, so there's a couple Zerglings on the way. Guess I'll make enough Zerglings to meet that. And then I'll throw down the bailing nest after. I don't really like making the bailing nest this early. It feels a little weird. I didn't see any more links come out. I'm going to pull that overlord back a little bit before I lose it to queens. That's one of my most common mistakes in like all of Zerg gameplay. Okay, he sent 2 queens. Then he's probably going to kill it anyway, I think. But I do tend to have my overlords lingering for a little too long. Wait, this is a high ground, right? I think that's a high ground. Can I save that? Oh, I can save it. Well, at least until you know, he shows up with... let me try to kill this one. Oh, that was good micro. I did lose the Zergling, but I was already slightly disadvantaged, of course. Okay, I'm going to make another Overlord now. He's definitely bringing his own Overlord. It wouldn't be that unwise for me to just, you know, spam Zerglings and kill those queens. Yeah, you can see he's pulling them back because he must be thinking like, wait a second. Okay, let's see. If he's not paying attention, I can do some real damage here. Gonna kill 2 Zerglings. Oh, I did lose 1 Zergling for it, unfortunately. Okay, what does he have? I imagine he has the 3rd base on the right side, but I'm not 100% convinced he does. He's already backing off a lot. If he's going for roaches, that would be pretty problematic, I think. Let's see. Let's see what I can find here. Is there a base? Oh, there's no base. Ooh, this might be tough for us here, guys. I think I have to make drones here. Does he have a wall? He does have... And a spine. Okay, I'm not quite sure what the spine is for, to be honest, but... Was I that suspicious? I thought I was playing normal. Well, there you go. I mean, I thought I was just playing absolutely normal, but I guess not. I mean, not entirely normal, of course. Now, it does suck for me. I mean, I could still go for the Bailing Bus. That is not a wall, I believe. But is that a wall? I'm actually not 100% sure. I feel like... Yeah, exactly. Okay. There we go. Oops, yeah. Okay, that has to be the most anticlimactic ending to a game ever on this channel. Like, that was so stupid. You know what the thing here was, guys? I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't saying that this wasn't a wall. I was saying that this wasn't a wall. So what I tried is I wanted to check if I could morph 10 Bailings and blow up the spine. But then I realized, wait, this is also not a wall. And I just walked into his base. And I mean, if you look at the situation of the game, I guess it was looking okay. I got my Evo up. I had a lot of gas to make Bailings or probably a lair. He had only 1 upgrade going. The spine put him a little bit behind. But yeah, it would have been a competitive game otherwise. But this was a pretty funny and anticlimactic end. I'll definitely try more Bailing on Insta, so don't worry about it. Guys, really hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and then see y'all for the next one. Adios.